Welcome back to Blood Sugar Squad, your go-to channel for simple, actionable tips to manage diabetes and live your best life. You've probably heard the buzz. It's everywhere in health circles, touted as a miracle for weight loss and metabolic health. Intermittent fasting. But for those of us in the diabetes community, this isn't just another trend. It's a question that carries real weight and real risk. Is intermittent fasting a revolutionary key to unlocking better blood sugar control? Or is it a dangerous game that could send our levels on a roller coaster we can't control? Now, before we go any further, a critical disclaimer. I am a diabetic, not a doctor. This video is for educational and informational purposes only. It is not medical advice. The decision to make any significant change to your diet, especially one as impactful as intermittent fasting, must be made in close consultation with your doctor or endocrinologist. With that understood, we're not just going to scratch the surface. We're going on a deep dive to separate the hope from the hype, the potential from the peril. Stick with us, because by the end of this, you'll have a clear understanding of whether this powerful tool is one you should ever consider picking up, and exactly how to have that crucial conversation with your healthcare team. Segment 1. The Promise. Unpacking the theory behind the fast. To understand why anyone would even consider fasting with diabetes, we have to start with the fundamental problem: insulin. In type 2 diabetes, our cells have become resistant to insulin's call. It's like the cells have changed the locks, and insulin, the key, just doesn't work as well anymore. This leads to high levels of sugar in our blood, and over time, our pancreas, the organ that makes insulin, gets tired from working overtime. Now, enter intermittent fasting. The core idea is deceptively simple. It's not about what you eat, but when you eat. By compressing your daily food intake into a specific window, say eating all your meals within an 8-hour period and fasting for the remaining 16, you theoretically give your body a prolonged break from producing insulin. During this fasted state, something remarkable happens. Your insulin levels drop significantly. This is crucial. With low insulin, your body is forced to switch its fuel source. It can no longer easily rely on the glucose from your last meal, so it begins to tap into its stored energy reserves, your body fat. This process liberates molecules called ketones, which can fuel your brain and body. This metabolic switch is the entire foundation of the proposed miracle. Proponents argue that by repeatedly putting your body in this low insulin state, you can improve insulin sensitivity. It's like giving your cells a chance to reset, to clean out the locks so that insulin can work properly again when you do eat. Furthermore, the inevitable reduction in overall calorie intake often leads to weight loss, which is one of the most powerful ways to improve insulin sensitivity on its own. The promise, then, is a virtuous cycle. Lower insulin levels leading to improved sensitivity, leading to better blood sugar control, all facilitated by weight loss. It sounds like a perfectly logical solution. But as we'll see, the human body is rarely so simple. And for a diabetic, logic is often complicated by reality. Segment 2. The Peril. Navigating the very real risks. And now, we arrive at the heart of the danger zone. Because while the theory is elegant, the practical application for someone with diabetes is fraught with potential pitfalls that cannot be ignored. The most immediate and severe risk is hypoglycemia, or dangerously low blood sugar. If you are on certain diabetes medications, particularly insulin or sulfonylureas like glipizide or glyburide, which actively push your pancreas to produce insulin, fasting can create a perfect storm. You're taking a medication that lowers blood sugar, but you're not consuming any food to provide that sugar. This mismatch can lead to a severe hypoglycemic event, which can cause confusion, seizures, loss of consciousness, and if untreated, can be fatal. This is not a theoretical risk. It is a clear and present danger that requires a fundamental conversation with your doctor before you even think about skipping a single meal. But the dangers aren't only on the low end. Paradoxically, fasting can also cause hyperglycemia, or high blood sugar. This seems counterintuitive, right? How can not eating cause high sugar? It's due to something called physiological insulin resistance. When your body is in a fasted state for a prolonged period, your liver, in an effort to provide energy for your brain, begins to dump its stored glucose into the bloodstream through a process called gluconeogenesis. For someone with existing insulin resistance, your body may not be able to use this glucose effectively or produce enough insulin to manage it, causing your blood sugar to rise. So, you could wake up in the morning after a 16-hour fast with a higher reading than when you started. Furthermore, when you do break your fast, the subsequent meal can cause a massive and dramatic spike in blood glucose, as your body, which has been in a conservative state, is suddenly flooded with carbohydrates. This feast or famine pattern can lead to wildly unstable glucose levels, which is the exact opposite of what we're trying to achieve with diabetes management. Beyond the glucose roller coaster, there are other concerns like dehydration, nutrient deficiencies. If you're not careful about what you eat in your feeding window, and potential negative interactions with medications for blood pressure or other conditions. Segment 3, the Prudent Path, a framework for a safe discussion with your doctor. So, we are left with a powerful tool that is both potentially transformative and inherently risky. This does not mean it is off the table for everyone with diabetes, but it does mean that approaching it requires a level of prudence and medical supervision that cannot be overstated. The absolute, non-negotiable first step is a detailed and honest conversation with your healthcare team. Do not, under any circumstances, embark on an intermittent fasting plan because of a video you watched online. Your doctor and your endocrinologist need to be your co-pilots on this journey. To make that conversation productive, you need to go in prepared. This means you should not just ask, "Can I try intermittent fasting?" Instead, you should frame the discussion around safety and data. First, you must discuss medication adjustment. This is the most critical element. You need a clear plan from your doctor on how to adjust your insulin and/or oral medications during fasting periods to prevent hypoglycemia. This is not something you can figure out on your own. Second, you must commit to intensive monitoring. This means checking your blood sugar more frequently than you normally would, especially before, during, and after your fasts, to see how your body is responding. If you use a continuous glucose monitor, this data becomes invaluable. You are looking for patterns, for those dangerous lows and unexpected highs. Third, you must have a clear emergency plan. What is your specific cutoff for low blood sugar that means you must break the fast? What fast-acting glucose sources will you use? Everyone in your household should be aware of this plan. And fourth, you must approach your eating window with strategic intention. Breaking a fast with a massive, high-carb meal is a recipe for a glucose spike. The goal should be to break your fast with a balanced meal containing protein, healthy fats, and fiber to allow for a slow and steady rise in blood sugar. This structured, medically supervised approach transforms a reckless gamble into a carefully monitored experiment on your own health. Final thoughts. Weighing the scale. After this deep dive, where does the scale tip? Is intermittent fasting a miracle or a danger for diabetics? The unsatisfying but most accurate answer is, it is a powerful metabolic intervention that exists in a gray area of profound potential and significant peril. It is not a universal miracle, and it is not a universal danger. Its outcome is entirely dependent on the individual, your specific type of diabetes, your medications, your overall health, and most importantly, the level of medical guidance you receive. For a person with well-managed type 2 diabetes who is not on high-risk medications, who is struggling with weight loss, and who undertakes this journey with full medical supervision, it could indeed be a transformative tool that improves insulin sensitivity and control. For a person with type 1 diabetes, or someone on insulin or sulfonylureas without a careful medication adjustment plan, it is unequivocally a danger that could lead to life-threatening hypoglycemia. The true takeaway here is one of empowerment through caution. The greatest tool in your diabetes management arsenal is not a specific diet or a fasting protocol. It is knowledge and a strong partnership with your healthcare team. Be curious, be skeptical, and always prioritize safety over speed. Your health is a marathon, not a sprint. Thank you for spending your time with the Blood Sugar Squad today. If this video brought you clarity, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who needs to see it. Have you tried intermittent fasting? Leave a comment and tell us about your experience. And don't forget to subscribe for more honest, deep dive conversations about living well with diabetes. Until next time, stay strong, stay sweet, but not too sweet, and keep thriving with the Blood Sugar Squad.